in my city now. Nah, this shit ain't pretty now. I'm from local, it get gritty, y'all. He in that full throw with a chopper, that whole 50 on. He tryna kill you over kitty, I'm outside at the crack of dawn on the Monday. I was trapping on that one.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kama. We back with another video, man. Hey, man, real quick, man. Looking a little rough for time for a haircut. Get my hair retwisted, but it is what it is. But I want to talk about something I've been seeing, like that's been like a common thing in this off season. I don't like how media or content creators at that, like, I don't like how where they switch the narrative to being that, like, to thinking it's impossible for somebody to get better and take the next step, right? What I mean by that, right? What I mean by that is, you take last year, for instance, right? Coming to last year, everybody picked the Cowboys not to do anything in Washington and stuff to win the division because who we gonna have playing defense? Cowboys don't have no defense. How they gonna do this? Who they gonna have play defense? But nobody spoke on the fact that we drafted Michael Parsons, we drafted Kelvin Joseph, Osa Digizua. Nobody spoke on the fact that we had Neville Gallimore coming back. Trayvon Diggs then was in his second season. Maybe he could take another step. Nobody speaks on these things, right? But on contrary, they do speak on these things when it comes to people that they like, their favorites, the Eagles and things of that nature. Like with the Eagles, right? I watch mostly everybody. I watch everybody. You know what I'm saying? And when I say everybody, I mean content creators. I actually watch more content creators on YouTube than I actually do ESPN and things of that nature because it is what it is. I see them speaking, right? Top 5 defensive line, top 5 offensive line, top 5 this, top 5 that, top 10 wide receiver, and A.J. Brown. And I hear them talking. But I yet to hear anybody speak of we have to get better because they were second to last in sacks. So we have to increase the pressure we put on the quarterback. I never hear anybody speak on that, right? I never hear anybody saying that. I heard one person say it, that they actually weren't very good in pass protection last year. They were good in run blocking, but they were kind of suspect in pass protection. I don't hear nobody speaking on that. I don't hear anybody speaking on, well, I hear people speaking on Jalen Hurts because that's a popular topic right now. But to me, it's crazy that we always speak of the Cowboys wanting to be the paper champions, but it's like this year's the opposite. They're like the Eagles content creators, most of them seem to forget about the negative that happened last season and only focus on the positive things that happened. And I said this many times before, like, you have to look in the reality of your team, right? With Cowboys, we played San Fran in the playoffs. We got smacked in the mouth. We got sent home. Even though we got sent home, we still were within touchdown that game, a team that made the NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? We was there. We was battling with them. Like, it wasn't a blowout. They didn't run away with it, this and that, third. So we focused on the things we thought we need to focus on, getting tougher as a team, adding interior help, getting nasty on the offensive line with drafting Tyler Smith. Things that we needed, drafting more big men in the middle. We increased our pass rush with Sam Williams and more than Dante Fowler. We already, for the first time, we got an all-pro safety in Malik Hooker. We got Kelvin Joseph coming to his second year. We still got Diggs. We still got Parsons. We got D-Law. A lot of people don't know Neville Gallimore only played 5 games last year. That's a starting defensive tackle. So I hear people, they only focus on, well, you guys lost Randy Gregory. What are you going to do? Randy Gregory got 6 sacks last year, and I love Randy Gregory. It's not impossible to replace that production. But what I don't like is we say things like that, but when I tell you we lost to Amari Cooper, but we drafted Jalen Tolbert. We even got Simi Fehoko, who they was high on, who we drafted last year. See, like, let's see what you got. Oh yeah, we also got James Washington. James Washington was a very good wide receiver coming out of college. He just got with Big Ben at the tail end of his career, and it never clicked. It clicked one season. He had, I think, 700 something yards. I think his second year or something like that. But why is it when it comes to other teams, even the Giants improved their offensive line in the draft. They when they got one of the top pass rushers. When it comes to other teams, their quiet improvements don't never reflect. It's just they just assume that our piece is never going to get better. But when it comes to the Eagles and this N'Kobe Dean and we Jordan Davis and got AJ Brown all of a sudden, they just got bona fide Hall of Famers. They don't care about how they fit. If they're going to start, we supposed to just assume every move y'all made is a home run. But for every other team, it's just like, no, we're going to wait and see. And I think the NFL doesn't work that way, right? Because it's like, we got questions on the offensive line. Yeah. We drafted, but we drafted our first overall pick to contribute to compete for the starting job with Colin McGovern. May the best man win. We got Terrence Steele. People try to slice it as we lost Lyle Collins. No, we cut Lyle Collins because the way Steele performed last year. Why pay Lyle Collins $10, $12 million a year when we got this guy who's an undrafted rookie or a 6th-round pick performing the way he performed? He had a great season at right tackle. But that's what good organizations do. So now when you come in, we still got Zach Martin, who's at the top of his game. We still got Terrence Steele, who's going in year 3. We still got Tyrod Smith. I mean, we got Tyler Biadasz, who's coming into his 3rd year, who's still hurt. Now we're going to have Tyler Smith there. Why can't we say our line is improved? But you look over there, you got Marcus, you got Jordan Mailata, who I give all the credit in the world to for turning himself into what he turned himself into, a former rugby player. I mean, you got, I don't know who their right guard is. They don't know who that is neither. Brooks retired. Yeah, right tackle ain't been healthy in years. Like, Landon Dickinson struggled in pass protection. But these are all the things that you guys want to ignore and say, we got the best offensive line in the league. Okay, but now you're paying A.J. Brown $100 million. You're going to have to pass block down. You think y'all going to run the ball 70% of the time again? It's not reality. Like, that's just not reality. And it's not no hate, but it's real life. It's not, I didn't make up that every time you played a good team last year, you got blown off the field. I didn't make that up. When you played good, when you played bad teams, y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Y'all ran all over them. But we just got to be conscious of the reality of where we at as a franchise. Cowboys, we're trying to fight to get to a place where we can get over the hump because we're tired of going home in the playoffs. I'm tired of being one and done or getting to the second round and going home. It's a bigger picture for us. Everybody else just saying to focus on, can we beat the Cowboys? Now, one thing I can say is, it ain't been a repeating champion in the NFC East in a while, right? But think about this. Going back to the past 10, 15 years, for the most part, except for the year that Dak got hurt, it's always been who the Cowboys going to play for the division. That's been the one constant. Whether we play the Eagles, whether we play the Commanders, whether we play the Giants, it's always been that. So we're always in contention to be for the division. I just want something more, man. And that's just my thoughts on that, man. I just see a lot of people saying it like don't let these people fool you. The Eagles just got as many questions just as everybody else do. I mean, you got your defensive coordinator that nobody likes. I mean, Cowboys, we got questions too. We lost Coop. Now everybody trying to throw Cedric Wilson in there. But the problem is we draft our players. Cedric Wilson got picked up in the 6th round years ago. We just drafted Sidney Fahoku, just like we just drafted Jalen Tolbert, just like we drafted C.D. Lamb, we drafted Michael Gallup. I have confidence in my team finding good players. That's never been a problem as a Cowboys fan. The problem is we always come up short in the big moments. We don't care. We know we got talent. I know that. I mean, but that's just my thoughts on that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Always remember, like and subscribe. It's your boy Compass. Salute. We out.